Buddhism. What is it?
Who wants to know? That's a Buddhist joke. Perhaps the 4 Noble Truths will help you understand. The first Noble Truth is suffering.
Suffering.
Yes. The first Noble Truth of the Buddha is dukkha, or suffering. It's the sense that we are never satisfied with things as they are. Our teachers fear boring us with their lectures, thus causing us undue suffering, so they tear their hair out making animated videos for us and suffer instead.
I am not yet bored.
Good.
I am anxious. Are you saying that suffering is unavoidable?
Yes, the Buddha said that suffering is unavoidable in the way we habitually perceive and live life.
Now I am depressed.
Perhaps the Buddha was right.
Well, is there no way out?
There is. But first, the second Noble Truth. The second Noble Truth of the Buddha is the cause of suffering, which he called Trishna. Trishna means thirst. Notice how the word is similar to thirst, without being the same. That's because etymologically. Never mind. The second Noble Truth describes the cause of suffering. While meaning thirst, it is best translated as clinging or attachment. In simple terms, the cause of suffering is that we want things to be different than the way they are.
I'm not sure I understand.
Did you ever want things to stay the same, even though they were changing?
Yes. My best friend graduated last year. I wanted him to stay in town, but he moved to San Francisco, and later demonstrated at Occupy Oakland and was thrown into prison by the corporate military-industrial plutocracy. I was sad that he left, and now I am worried for him.
Good.
Good.
I mean, that is a good example. Have you ever wanted something that you don't have?
Yes. I want a girlfriend. Or a boyfriend. Honestly, I'm not sure which.
So there is suffering, or dissatisfaction.
Yes, because I am confused. And horny. Sorry.
That's all right. Have you ever had something you don't want?
Yes. I have male pattern baldness and am starting to lose my hair. I am only 20 years old. I like my hair.
And so there is suffering or dissatisfaction.
Yes.
You want your friend to come back, a girlfriend/boyfriend, and to keep your hair which is falling out at the tender age of 20. This is Trishna, the cause of suffering, the second Noble Truth of the Buddha.
Now I am really depressed.
Then let me tell you about the next Noble Truth. Nirvana.
The band with Kurt Cobain.
I am glad that you know of the band with Kurt Cobain, despite being a little boy when Kurt Cobain so unfortunately offed himself.
Nirvana rocks.
Yes, they do. We rocked to Smells Like Teen Spirit when I was in college in Mumbai. But I digress. The third Noble Truth, Nirvana, is the solution to suffering. It is the end of suffering. It is the goal of the Buddhist path.
There is an end to suffering.
According to the Buddha, yes, there is. The third Noble Truth is that a total end to suffering is possible, which the Buddha called nirvana, awakening, or enlightenment.
That is very cool. So, is that it?
No. There is one more Noble Truth.
There are 4?
Yes, there are 4 Noble Truths. The fourth and final Noble Truth describes the way to the end of suffering. It is called the Eightfold Path, because it has 8 parts to it.
Do I have to know what the 8 parts of the Eightfold Path are?
No, not now.
Good.
But let me say one more thing about the 4 Noble Truths. You can remember the 4 Noble Truths because they are like a medical model. The first Noble Truth is the problem, suffering. The second Noble Truth is the cause of suffering, clinging or attachment. The third Noble Truth is the solution to suffering, nirvana. The fourth Noble Truth describes the way to the solution, the Eightfold Path, the medicine.
Now I am becoming bored.
But we are just getting started.
We are just getting started.
Yes. In addition to the 4 Noble Truths, there are the 3 refuges, the 5 hindrances, the 7 factors of enlightenment, the 10 perfections, the 12 links of dependent origination, and the 84,000 dharma doors. Not to mention.
Maybe another time.
Okay.